Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Family Life Builders TV, where we're rebuilding homes and transforming society. My name is Tosin Opeoluwa, and I am a transformational coach. So, in this video, it's been a while, and I'm gonna apologize for that. And it's actually going to be this way till probably the summer because I have a lot, going on, lots of assignments and all that. So it's a busy season for me, and I appreciate everyone that asks after me. I appreciate everyone that keeps coming, showing up in the community, because I keep posting to the community because I want us to keep engaging. So in this video, I'm going to be there's this issue that I saw and people were asking me to actually talk about it, and I feel like I have another perspective because a lot of bloggers have talked about it, but I decided to choose another perspective. So let's look at it together. So there is this man. Is actually a Nigerian guy. His name is Obi, and the wife is Sarah. So the two of them they were in Australia, and this young woman here had three children for the guy. I guess she has another child for another person, but she has three kids for this guy. And yeah, the social media life, everything looks good, everything looks okay, and then suddenly they got a divorce, and something happened, and this young woman right here barged into the house, and she sprayed them with the petrol and then set the house ablaze. And yeah, she actually was the first person that died. The surprising thing was that our own children, our three children, were also in the house. Now it's let me read what Linda KG has here. They said Stanley Obi was at his home in New Beth, in Brisbane's southern suburb, that's Australia, just before 3 a.m. on Thursday. And when ex-wife, Sarah Mogg, 31, broke into the house, stopped the bedroom, and then, just spray everybody. And that was it. Now, when she did this, what do you think was going on in her mind? Can we call that mental illness? Because someone recently said something that we call bad behavior mental illness. As a mental health professional, there is nothing like we call bad behavior mental illness. People have mental health issues, and I think I've clarified it in one of my videos that mental illness that has to do with psychosis is quite different from mental health. So, and in a ways, I also clarified it that mental illness is just like an heart attack. So it's an attack on the brain which is curable. So and there are several illnesses out there that are incurable. So for this situation to be curable, I feel like there are several things to be done, if you are in the space of Sarah. And that's why I'm doing this video. I'm not really doing the video to, just to, talk about it for the fun of it, or to gossip, because I'm not so good at that. But I'm going to be talking about how you can actually keep yourself away from the space of Sarah from doing this. Okay, so let's look at see the house. The house was on fire. So the girlfriend actually managed to escape with few burns on her body, and then she was able to carry the three children out of the house. Can you see that? So she killed the ex-husband, she killed herself, and what's the gain? Okay, so I'm not here to judge. So let's look at it this way in as a professional, let's look at it this way. So I said she because Sarah posted this like I think 9 weeks ago, right? 9W, okay? So that could be 9 weeks on our social media page. And she said, she's not toxic, bro. You made her like that. Now you think that she is crazy. Your decisions reflect her actions. Check yourself, okay? Now, let me say this. I was watching Steve Harvey's video some days ago, and he said something. He said, you can't outgive a woman. And I think Dr. Miles Moreau, blessed memory, also mentioned this. You give a woman rubbish, she give you bullshit. And then she makes sure that she multiply it. And I remember that Dr. Miles Moreau mentioned that if you don't want what you are getting, change what you are giving. And here's the truth is not easy, to be told or to be acted upon. But we really need to look into this issue of domestic violence. It's of great concern to me. Most of my research, the one I'm working on, the one I've worked on, my book, Goodbye Domestic Violence, they are always addressing domestic violence issue. And that's why I couldn't skip this message. Now, listen to me. Please, I beg you, choose the person that you love and that you can respect naturally. Don't make emotional decision when it comes to relationship, or because it's a lifetime thing. You're gonna live with this person for the rest of your life, for crying out loud. You're gonna commit your life to this person because you know what? You're gonna be on the same bed with this person almost every day. Like, you are gonna do things together. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Just write something, in the comment section. Let me know that you understand what I'm saying and you are willing to help me share this message with other people as well. Now, after choosing someone you can love without emotional, decision, the next thing you want to do, you don't marry and forsake other people. I'm sorry, that's supposed to be D. And forsake people. A lot of you have seen Nigerians also doing that. You want to do me and my husband. And the last two reasons, the last 2 points were the reason why many of you want to do me and my husband. Because you want to protect what is unprotectable. That's the truth. Because you can't leave other people outside of your marriage and say, hey, I want people out of my marriage. I don't want anybody to poke nose into our affairs. You can have people and set a boundary and don't allow them to poke nose into your affair or your relationship. But you need people. I tell you, you need people. And I mean it. When I say you need people, I mean you need people. All of us, we need people in our lives. We can't afford to just be living like, oh, after the husband, the only thing you have is that husband. Why? Why do you want to live your life that way? It becomes difficult for you to detach yourself from that man when anything happens to him. Most narcissists don't like it, when you expose them, but that's the way forward. In case you are in a relationship that is toxic, in case you are in a relationship where there is, abuse, and when I mean abuse. Go and watch some of my videos on where I have defined abuse. Go and read my book, and it's even everywhere. I don't think we need to start defining abuse again. I mean abuse, be it physical, sexual, and emotional. When we say abuse, yes, let it be abuse, and make sure you don't keep quiet about it. Tell somebody about it. Expose the abuser. Because if you don't do that, you are going to be the one that will suffer for it. You don't report the abuse earlier, then it's it becomes complex. The situation becomes complex, and it's difficult to get through it when it becomes complex. And I mean, it becomes complex because you have children. She has 3 kids. She's got 3 kids from this marriage, and I'm wondering, is she really crazy? Like, seriously. So now she might be crazy, I'm not here to judge, like I said. I'm just here to tell you how you will not, or how you should not find yourself in Sarah's shoe, or Sarah's situation. Now, the next thing is, don't go through divorce without proper counseling and therapy. Divorce can be energy draining. Divorce can be terrible. One of the things about divorce is this: divorce does not end abuse. Divorce does not end the problem. As a matter of fact, when you leave, there is post violence. You are in the violence and you want to get out, right? Then you were able to get out. There is post violence, and the post violence is almost always pretty much traumatic. Pardon my long grammar. It's pretty much traumatic than even the violence that you experience in the marriage. One of the reasons, if you look at this situation, possibly or obviously, Sarah might be the one at fault in the courts, and that's why Stanley Obi has the custody of the 3 kids. Now, let's take the law aside, and let's look at humanity. You were the one who was pregnant. You were the one who gave birth to these children. No matter what, you need access to the children. But most of the time, if there is, domestic violence, the courts will not give you the baby. The children will not be in your custody. If you don't have enough money to take care of the kids, the courts will not give you enough money. We don't know what happened in their situation. We wouldn't know. The guy is a nurse. There is every tendency that he will have his papers. But what if he does not have his papers? What if it was Sarah that made the papers for him and all that? And I always look at it this way. You did not start that relationship like that. There is always a time when things were good. There's always a time when things were bad. And are things always bad? Maybe no, maybe yes. But if things are always bad, how come you had 3 children? Do you understand? Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if you feel what I'm saying. Just let me know in the comment section below if you feel what I'm saying. Now, the second to the last one, don't go through divorce. Okay, and the last one, yes, I said have a life. Have something to live for. One of the things that, one of the questions that you ask someone who is trying to commit suicide is to probably ask them what they were living for. What are those things that they were living for? And I feel like in everybody's life, and that's why on my second channel I always talk about profiting with purpose. If you are as a student, as an entrepreneur, as a graduate, even if it's going to be in academics you're going into, there is always a way for you to profit with your purpose. Now, if you don't know your purpose, how do you want to profit from that purpose? If you don't understand the reason why you are living, you will think everything about your life is that man. And I'm talking to women here. I always smile when I see people that, you try to like cover your husband, protect your husband, and that is okay. It's really okay, but make sure that you are not spending the energy you are supposed to spend in developing yourself, in becoming a better you. You're not spending it protecting, overzealous, jealous of a man. For crying out loud, have a life. Have a life of your own. If they remove the name of that man from your name, make sure you can stand alone. Make sure you can comfortably bear your father's name. Even if your father does not want you to bear their name, make sure you can comfortably bear your own name. I mean, Max, you make your name your first name, you make your first name your surname, your last name as well. Or you just import one name somewhere. Make sure you have what it takes to live without that man. So that if anything happens, and I'm not saying that you should be preparing, don't say, are you saying we should prepare for a divorce? No, I'm not saying don't prepare for a divorce, but live your life of purpose, live a meaningful life, have plan for your life, have dream, have set goals, let them be actionable, live by them every day, see them happen. That man is not the end of your life. That man is not the only thing about you. There is more to life. There is more about life. You are meant to impact people. You're meant to impact generation. You're meant to be a blessing to someone out there. A lot of people are crying. They are waiting for your manifestation. They are waiting for you to wake up. They are waiting for you to grow up. They are waiting for your transformation. They are waiting for you to leave the space of thinking about you alone. Because life is not all about me, me, me. Life is about other people that you are meant to impact. Life is about those people that you are born to bless. Life is about the generation that are waiting for your manifestation. Your career could turn to a ministry. Everybody that come across you in your office, they want you to be the one to serve them. Your career could turn to a ministry as a waitress, as a dishwasher, as a mother, as a pilot, as an entrepreneur, as a nurse, as a pastor, as a coach, as a leader. Have a life for yourself. There is more to life. You can't afford to live your life like it is only the man that make you. That man does not make you. There's a maker that make you. He said he loves you. He said, I have loved you with an everlasting love. He said, I have called you. He said he will carry you. He said you will not be put to shame. He loves you. He cares about you. Even if that man leaves you, God cannot leave you. God can never leave you nor forsake you. It's a promise. And he's not a man that will lie, neither the son of man that will repent. Why don't you hold on to God? Why don't you trust God? I pray for every hurting heart of every woman, of every man today, that the Lord will heal your heart. That the Lord will help you to heal the wound that you have given so much to them. And all they've given back to you is hurt and pain. I'm not going to judge. I'm not a judge. I don't know what happened. But I'm saying that take care of your mental health. Take care of your life. Have a life and live a meaningful life. So much more beyond just having a husband. There is more to life. Live your life. Thank you so much for joining me today. Till I come your way again, keep becoming a better you, because things actually work when we work it. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends, those who you believe needs to hear this. And for those who are single, look before you leap. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.